When you
Welcome to No Laughing Matter with me, Dom.
God, that's intense, isn't it?
Was it intense?
It was good. Welcome
Was
to
it
No
gravelly? I was trying to give it.
It had gravitas.
Simba.
Yeah.
Soon, all this will be yours. Everything you see in this tiny room. The microphone.
The photo frame of gig tickets.
Yeah.
All yours.
So, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes.
You may not know this because I think we've uploaded one, but this is the first podcast of 2014 for us.
Yeah, it is. It's a good point.
And we started in 2013.
Like, we didn't start this podcast.
No,
in
not
20,
this specific one.
I was thinking, God, it's been quite a while now, hasn't it? We've made it into the new year.
We're gonna have to do something fun for our annual one because it was May.
I was thinking about doing a compilation CD, like the best of. Now that's what I call podcasts.
See, if you did a compilation CD, like a video, you would have like really heartfelt music and just clips of us clapping and high-fiving.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
We don't clap or high five generally because it kind of makes it a bit noisy.
Should we have a good high five?
All right, okay. Yeah, all right. I've had better.
Yes.
But,
Okay.
you know, that'll do for now. We'll practice later. But yeah, 2014. It's kind of like, well, it's a bit into 2014 now, isn't it?
We're a bit late.
Yeah, people have stopped wishing each other Happy New Year, which is kind of, you know, it's a time where you've just got to get stuck into the year, and well, here we are.
I do think we should take a minute though, because your wife last night.
Oh yes.
Broke a bombshell. This is actually quite serious. I think feel for me. She left the room, as she can sometimes do.
Yep.
But in true habit, she came back to tell us somebody had died. As she does. She's done this. I think she's done this with every major death this year.
She does.
She's done it with Nelson Mandela.
Yep, she broke the news on that.
David Frost.
Yep.
Two heavyweights, actually.
Did Margaret Thatcher die?
Yeah.
Last year? Yeah.
I think, did she tell? I think maybe.
I'm pretty sure she did, yeah.
But last night, obviously, we were settling in, getting ready to watch Super Bowl 48.
Yeah. If you don't want to hear the score, look away now.
Look away. She told us Philip Seymour Hoffman had died.
Yes.
Age 48.
48.
Too soon.
I know, that's terrible. And he got kids as well.
So
yeah, it's, you know, like, it's one of those things because she'll come in and say, you know, guess who's died, and you always think it's kind of some like
David Frost was shocking. But,
yeah, exactly.
You know, even Nelson
Philip
Mandela
Seymour Hoffman. It's like, I mean, Nelson Mandela. He'd been old. He'd been ill for a while.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, it was good that he was at peace.
Yeah.
But that was a proper out of the blue thing, and you know, a lot of people on Facebook are saying, you know, putting tributes up, saying how sad it is, and just remembering the films he was in and the roles he had.
What's your favourite Philip Seymour Hoffman film? Because I was trying to think about this last night.
I don't see the thing. It's not like, because all the parts I know him in are kind of supporting roles. So like in Big Lebowski, I know he was like the main villain in Mission Impossible and things like that. Jess really liked him in Almost Famous.
Oh yeah, of course.
But he's just one of those guys where I don't have a favourite because it's all good.
Yeah.
If he's in it, I know it's going to be a pretty, you know, it's a good part and it suits him. And it's not like I've ever seen him do anything. It's like,
That's the thing. I've never seen him do anything bad.
Yeah.
That's worth meriting a good performance. Everything I felt he did was just... I mean, we are on the internet, so somebody is probably commenting as we speak.
Yeah.
On something they didn't like. But... I don't know, I feel like I can't... I know he's been in bad films, possibly, but I still couldn't fault him in any of them, almost.
I think it's a sweeping statement, but I think it's pretty fair to say that he was probably proud of what he'd done and the work he'd done. And, you know, rightly so. There's some real good roles in there. I mean, I mentioned in Big Lebowski, I thought he had a great role in that. As kind of a foil to the main Lebowski, and then the dude, and kind of just... He really played it well, and... In a film with a lot going on and a lot of characters, the fact that you remember that and it stands out says a lot. So,
and you know, could play the leading man very comfortably in things like Capote and Synecdoche, New York.
Yeah,
which is one you haven't seen, but none that like he could, you know, wonderful. Well, we look back on fondly, I think actually.
It's sad times. It is sad times. But
yeah, I don't know how you get over that. Peter O'Toole was one that bothered me. And Peter O'Toole died as well this year. But again, he was much older. But I think that did hit me in the same way.
It's always a bit shocking when, I think it's like, because obviously Paul Walker's passed this year.
Yeah.
And when it's an accident, it's kind of like, it's a shame, but it's understandable. But it's like, when you heard about Philip Seymour Hoffman, and first of all you hear he's like found dead in his room, causes unknown. It's kind of that uncertain. It's not knowing as well that makes it a bit more
tragic,
tragic and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, great man, great actor, and
so instead of just talking about the passings of this year and last
year, I feel
year,
pretty bummed out right now.
Yeah, there were some cool things last year too, other than the fact that all these people left us.
New starts. We had, obviously the most famous baby, the most well-known baby born last year.
Of course.
Northwest.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of course.
What, you were thinking of the Prince?
I went, what, Prince has had a baby?
He's done a lot of shit, but I don't think he's physically given birth.
Okay.
The son of the man who used to be a symbol, but was Prince. Catchy.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Oh, that'd be such an inspirational song to listen to during childbirth.
I tell you what, I rewatched Batman, just The Batman with Tim Burton's The Batman.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
When they come in and they just mess up the art gallery for no reason. That's my favourite scene, I think, in that film.
It's been so long since I've seen that. It's like last night you said that we were talking about the film and you said the Batman's in it, and I automatically think Christian Bale.
Yeah, and you were like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Whereas I could have meant George Clooney or Val Kilmer.
Or Adam West.
Which wouldn't have solved it. We're talking, of course, about RoboCop, actually.
Oh, yeah.
If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's get balls deep into RoboCop then.
I'm excited. I think it could be rubbish, but I'm excited to go and see it.
It's not that I'm not excited, it's just that I know it's happening, there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm not going to kind of, not worry about it, but just think about it.
The only thing that bothers me is that the original was R-rated and had a lot of great kind of blood squibs, and the bit where, spoilers, when the acid goes all over the guy and he comes up and he's like, and the killing of Murphy.
It was real intense, absolutely.
And I feel that I don't want it to be intense just because it's edited by MTV. Do you know what I mean? With quick cuts and kind of things like that.
Who's directing the new one?
I'm not sure. I don't know. A relative unknown.
I'm kind of, that makes me a bit more accepting of it, because I think a lot of the big name directors have a style, and it'd be nice to see what somebody does with it. But I don't know, I don't want to be one of those who's very precious of the past and says like, oh, never mess with the classics, but it's little things like,
I hope they do something new with it, and I think I'm alright.
They're painting in black for a start.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't what I meant by new stuff.
Well, no, it's little tweaks to the original. I mean, he's still got the iconic visor with the slit across the middle, but I don't know. I think I'll wait and see what happens. You'll go and see it. You'll give me your opinion, and then I'll just kind of may catch it when it comes out on Blu-ray, or just forget it ever exists.
The thing that Paul Walker, who at the moment is forever the voice of Batman now, to bring it full circle, in the Dark Knight Rises cartoon, I told you.
Paul Walker?
Yeah, not Paul Walker. Damn it. That's so annoying. Paul Weller.
Paul Weller?
No, again, that's somebody else, isn't it?
So it's not the guy from Fast and Furious. It's not the guy who sang You Do Something to Me and used to play with the Jam.
Oh, okay. No, then who might...
Are you thinking about the animated series, The Dark Knight Rises?
No, that's Kevin Conroy.
Has there been a Paul who's been the voice of Batman?
Who played RoboCop then? It's Paul something.
Oh, yes. No, I don't know his name.
Alright, hang on. I swear it's something of that...
You said Batman, not RoboCop.
Yeah, he did the voice of Batman in the Dark Knight Returns movie.
Oh, right.
He was also in Star Trek as well.
But I don't know. I mean, he was really good in that. The role fit him because he kind of looked like an everyman, you know.
Yeah. Well, he was a marathon runner. That's why he was so. So he needed somebody really slim, because if you put a big guy in a suit, Kevin. No, that's the. it doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you say his name, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course it is.
We both will, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You keep bugging me for getting it wrong, but we can't actually name.
About like 20 minutes into this, it'll suddenly come to one of us.
So yeah, but he took that role so seriously. He studied mime in order to play that role, to get the look.
Oh, to kind of get
totally
the
right.
robotic.
And they talked about there was a series of really wonderful interviews where he talks about how he had to keep changing what he was doing because of the suit. So they worked out, him and the mime artist he was working with worked out this way to have really fluid movement. They described him as being like a snake. Yeah. In that kind of robotic fluid, so all movement kind of moves into another.
Yeah, because it's not kind of jerky, you know, the way Robocop walks. It's not kind of jerky. It's kind of just like it is. It's very smooth, but mechanical at the same time. But they were
saying then when he put the suit on, they lost a lot of that because of the nature of the suit, and then by which point they were saying it's Paul Weller. Peter Weller.
There we go.
So I mashed two people.
So it's not Paul
together.
Walker. It's not.
It's not
Paul Weller. It's Peter Weller.
It's Peter Weller.
All right, there we go.
But yeah, and then them saying, you're a tank now. You've got to keep that snake, but you're a tank at the same time. And I loved all of that because at school I did a version of the Tin Man for a school play.
Did you play it like Robocop?
I studied because I saw somebody else. Basically, I was watching because it was The Wiz, which is like everyone calls it the black version of Wizard of Oz, but that statement makes me feel wholly uncomfortable. But it's a different telling of that same story, the Wizard of Oz.
You work for the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch works for the Wizard. You're a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. I like it.
And I saw another guy doing the song I had to do for the show. Which and that was the bit I felt most uncomfortable about. So that was the bit I was obsessing over, and he was doing it really well. And then all of a sudden in the middle, he did the robot. Like, he did the robot like as a dance.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, no, the whole thing should be that. Do you know what I mean? If it's this new version, he should be a robot. You know,
right?
The Tin Man. And so then I was kind of just studying. So then I looked at RoboCop because that seemed like a logical comparison. And that whole thing about not having a heart and, RoboCop's quite emotionless at points.
Would you say the Tin Man was a robot in Wizard of Oz?
No, but
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it now. He was a man made of tin, so he's pretty much a robot.
Well, this was just the thought process I was going through, and kind of like, also how would he move? He would move like a robot. He would move in that same manner, particularly if he's not or lubed up, so to speak.
Well, okay, yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, so he was a massive influence on that part. So and I hope this other guy who seems perfectly capable of manga is taking it as seriously.
I think there's going to be a lot of things when you watch the film. There's going to be in jokes. Like I imagine there's a scene when they're walking through the hallway of OCP and there's a big ED-209 on display and things like that, and just lots of things like that. That the fans will go like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. But I don't want that. I really liked ED-209. I think it was one of my favourite kind of sci-fi bad guys, only because it was such a characterful robot that didn't have a face. Just the way he moved, like the scene where he fell down the stairs. Yeah, exactly. And he's on his back flailing, and it was really it was kind of intimidating, but almost childlike as well.
But have you seen the new design for 209?
Oh,
it's
no.
similar but new, but it's no, it looks very similar. It's just but they use it in a war zone, which makes a lot more sense, I feel.
Yeah, I guess so.
But the unknown is exciting me. It's not just a straight remake, and it also doesn't seem to be shitting on the original.
Yeah,
because it's changed enough that it's still, So
as long as it's got that balance of action and kind of business,
and also I was going to say Samuel L. Jackson's in it, and Samuel L. Jackson has done bad films, but again, there's something about a Samuel L. Jackson film that is watchable.
Yeah, okay.
Gary Oldman, like I said before, Batman.
Michael Keaton. There we go. Yeah. I don't think you can use Batman as a general sweeping statement. We've got to specialise these days.
You've
opened up a notebook with like things scrawled into it, so I feel like we're moving swiftly on.
We do commentaries as well.
We do, yeah.
We've had some commentaries go out recently. I'm not going to say they're popular because, to be honest, But you know,
well, a lot
we're
of people probably don't want to watch Howard the Duck, so.
But so I thought, you know, research is the best thing. I'm playing the Tin Man. I need to research the shit out of this and study Peter Weller's movements in RoboCop because that's
right.
how look.
And not,
so
yeah,
I've been just rinsing through commentaries.
Okay.
You know, thinking what's good, what's not. You know, just kind of getting a feel for them. You know.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you.
And I came across a gold mine that has always been there staring me right in the face, and that is Arnold Schwarzenegger's commentaries to his own movies.
Okay. All right.
They are hilarious. Most of them are just him watching the movie. Famously, he just sits and watches his own movie. There's a scene in Total Recall, I think, where Sharon Stone kicks him in the crotch, and I think he says "ow" while he's watching his own film. It gets to him that much. The image of himself being kicked in the balls evokes the response.
Yeah, he took him back.
It's kind of something that's out there, but it's not out there enough for my liking. And I want to see how up on you on both Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and also what he might say for his own films.
All right, yeah, I'm happy with this.
I have here a selection of Arnold quotes.
Right, okay.
From his own film. I'm going to read you the quote, and you have to tell me what film.
What
film Arnold is. What film is Arnold watching? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That could be any of his films.
Yeah, no. Okay, so, we'll start with a short one. It's a very short one.
Question.
You have your hand up again. How many times do we have to go through this? Go.
Are you doing it in his voice?
I'm going to do it in his voice first,
right,
and then I'm going to read it as I would anything else to you.
Yeah, that sounds
okay.
As you would anything else. The big brown fox. Yeah.
Okay. Z is for xylophone. This is Arnold.
I'm ready.
That's what she's in.
I'm prepared.
I was getting laid a lot in this movie. It was amazing. That's it. It's during a sex scene. Again, Arnold is watching himself having sex in a movie and somehow equates that to getting laid himself.
I'm not putting my hand up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with True Lies.
No. Good call though. But he's not having sex because he's monogamous with Juliette Lewis.
Right.
But nice. I love the way you're thinking.
Can I have another guess?
I was getting laid a lot in this movie. It's amazing. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, it's not going to be Kindergarten Cop.
No, he didn't.
It's not going to be Twins.
Okay.
It's not going to be Junior. It's not going to be Jingle All the Way. Commander. So he's getting laid in the movie. Oh, it's during a sex scene, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in a sex scene. I think just that vision of raw power.
Okay. I know some other quotes from this one, so I'm going to see if you know.
Okay, it's in the same film, yeah.
Yeah. This is me as a boy, and he looks a lot like me. It's why we cast him as the younger me, essentially. That's essentially, I mean, word for word.
We paraphrase.
That's what, you know.
So it's a film with a young Arnold Schwarzenegger who grows up and has sex. It's Conan.
It is Conan.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed
Conan the Barbarian.
Yep.
There were other things. Now we are running. You know, there's a lot of blood in this movie. It's a real bloody movie. I like it. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So, quote number 2. There aren't many of these, but I feel
there's
enough to talk about after each one. Here I am walking down the hill with a log. I'm still walking down the hill.
Oh, walking down a hill with a log. I can see him.
Now, I stop for a bit, and I keep walking down the hill with a log.
Is that Commando?
It is Commando. Nice.
I remember that scene of him carrying a log. I don't remember him stopping, but I had faith that it was in the scene for me to commit.
It's so wonderful. I mean, because he's watching it on his own. Like, when I first saw it, I wasn't sure if it was a joke. Like, I wasn't sure if it was a very good impersonator just doing it. But for all intents and purposes, I know that to be true. There's a scene in Commando.
That sounds fantastic. Give me more.
Okay. I do love that movie. There are a lot of good quotes from that movie, including the line, was it, "This green beret's gonna kick your ass. I eat green berets for breakfast, and I'm very hungry."
I haven't seen that film in years. I used to love it when I was a kid because I didn't really have to know the plot. I just saw Arnold Schwarzenegger hitting things.
I like you, Gary. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Was that in Commando?
Yeah.
I need to watch Commando.
Later on, he's holding the guy over the hill, isn't he? And he's
like,
do you remember when I said I was going to kill you last? You did say that. I lied.
Maybe hair sprouting out my chest.
Maybe Commando is another audio commentary. This is the genius that this turns up. Okay, you ready? How many have we got left? I love this scene. I'm getting mad, and and you can tell by my face, I am about to yell. I'm about to yell again, 2 more times. Oh, sorry, I meant 3 times.
I think I know it.
Okay.
Because again,
Would you like it without the voice?
No,
I feel without the voice, they lose a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
I love this scene. I'm getting mad. You can tell by my face. I'm about to yell. I'm about to yell 2 more times. Oh, sorry, I meant 3 times. But just adding the voice, it feels like a statement he would make.
I think, because all right, Kindergarten Cop.
In one.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. That's what he yells, and then...
Goes, shut up!
I'm about to yell again 2 more times. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Oh, sorry, I meant 3 times. Okay, and what has to be the pièce de résistance of the schnitzel, as Arnold himself would say. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm just going to clear
my body is ready.
How now, brown cow? Okay, right, here we go. Okay, this is what a lot of guys would like to see in a world that deals with big breasts. Then, sorry.
No.
Then
got it.
Then so it would be that I'm just going to have big breasts, and some women in California were saying, they were like, where can I get that done? As some guys like big breasts and some guys like little breasts, and I can have both, even simultaneously, I can have one big and one small breast. I absolutely That is Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about his own movie. At least
that could be so many movies.
Do you know what I mean? He's not just describing the scene anymore. He has kind of broken it down intellectually and given you some.
Oh my god! Right, I'll start with. I thought when you started talking about breasts, I thought it's Total Recall because of the 3-boobed alien.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, well, could it be Junior because he's he's
a woman.
Yeah. Well, he's not a woman, but he's still
he's
a man.
Having a baby. Sorry.
He's having a baby, so And then by the end of it, I was like, that could be absolutely Pumping Iron.
Do you know that Emma Thomas is his wife in that?
Emma Thomas.
Is it Emma Thomas? Not Emma Thomas.
Are you having name issues today?
I really am having name issues. We stayed up to watch the Super Bowl. I think this is the problem.
Emma Thomas, is she the scientist in that one? Yeah.
Yeah, his wife.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it is Emma Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just a scientist who got.
I don't know. Maybe we need to watch that again. But anyway, yeah, I was struck by her. She wrote, what was it, Emma or Sense and Sensibility? Like, she won an Oscar for screenwriting for adapting a Jane Austen novel. And she was in a movie where she played Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife.
She can do it all.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no...
Think of what he's talking about. So he's talking about breasts getting bigger and smaller. What movie do you think that could happen in?
Well,
because he is ultimately still describing one.
In Total Recall, he's kind of talking about on the computer and he's making his ideal wife.
Oh yeah, nice.
So that's kind of my thinking.
But no.
All right. So he's talking about breasts getting bigger or smaller, and it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Is it a comedy?
Well, it's laughable, but it's not a comedy.
Oh Christ!
It doesn't narrow it down.
No, it doesn't.
It's not a comedy.
Is it an action?
It is, yeah.
It's an action film with bigger or smaller breasts. Christ, is it Predator?
It's not, no. There are no women in Predator.
Well, some of the men have pretty big breasts.
Big pectorals, they're called.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't call them titties.
Sorry, Schwarzenegger. I'm just gonna... No, because if I guess, it'd just be reeling off films I know. I've got no idea.
Terminator 3.
What?
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machine.
Oh God, yes, I forgot there was more than 2.
Because because the lady Terminator makes her breast bigger when the cop comes up.
Yeah, that's right. I thought there was 2 and then that was it. Oh, not that the third one's a bad one, but it's pretty bad.
It's not great. He also said about there's a lot you can't do in a movie with fight scene with a woman. we're late on in the film. He was like,
If you would have said that, I would have got it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking, where does Arnold Schwarzenegger hit a woman?
but because she's not a woman, and we've established she's a machine. We got away with really bommeling. I'm kicking her out. I'm on it. This. It's nice to have a female Terminator that's real knockout. Because when she goes back in time, we don't have to just see my naked body. We can see a real beautiful, sexy, naked.
Are you making this up?
Woman. I kid you not.
Are you sure you're not making this up?
Positive.
Did you write that down?
So, if that's what guys would like to see in the world that deals with big breasts, then so be it. And I'm dyslexic, so it looks like it's just my bad grammar, but I was just dictating as he said. Look, big breasts. Then be it. I am just going to have big breasts. Some women in California were saying, "Where can I get that done?" As some guys like big breasts.
Okay, I buy it. All right.
But it's not it's his best audio commentary. It's the most interesting, but there are some just real zingers kind of in there.
Fantastic.
Well,
how did you come across that? How did you stumble across?
It was mostly the breast one. I watched Conan with the commentary because it's just him describing the movie with somebody else. And then I was, while watching the Terminator one, and then the breasts thing happened, I was like,
you hit the gold mine.
This is, yeah. So yeah,
That's incredible. Well, I'd say +1 to Arnold then. That's... The thing is, I would listen to that. An actor just watching their film is like watching it with them. Oh, that's brilliant.
He just kind of, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. There was like loads for Total Recall, but they just wouldn't. So here I am, this is a woman that I'm actually in, and she's big and she's fat, but the reveal is coming that I am the woman that is... It's really mean, but yeah. But that's the thing, I had to pick something that wasn't... Because he just describes the film, it was quite difficult not to find a quote where he's just describing a key scene in the movie.
God, I'd love to do a no-laughing matter commentary with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's
mean,
unlikely to happen.
He's got an internet presence at the moment.
Yeah, I mean... Chances are slim. But
Arnold, if you're out there and you're not offended by my
impression,
impression,
out there,
yes, actually, then get in touch. Go to our Twitter page, which is @AimLowPro, our Facebook page, AimLow Productions.
Do you ever notice you always do the links and things
I know.
because I never remember them?
You are banned from saying the phrase "link in the description" because whenever you say the phrase of something "link in the description," it may not exist. it
may have changed.
Yeah, exactly.
I may have made it up.
You'll talk to me about a story, then you'll turn to the microphone and you'll go, "Don't worry, listener, all these links will be in the description." And that's...
But the problem is,
like
I don't do the
life.
description.
Yeah, anyway,
I could say anything and just leave it to you to do the work.
And you said so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's not fall out on it.
No, but let's duke it out then. Yeah, let's bring it up. All right, okay. Maybe I sometimes mention things and don't follow them through, but it's half the fun.
So next, I've tested your memory.
Right.
I'd like to test your moral compass, if that's okay.
Okay.
I have a list of moral dilemmas, and I would like to get your feelings on them.
You'll like it, okay.
Your thoughts and feelings. Of what you would do.
Okay.
In that situation.
Question.
Yep.
Other options, or can I just kind of free format what I would do?
Literally, it was a while since I wrote this out.
Right, okay.
And I just thought we'd do it today.
Alright, let's go for it.
Boy in a whirlpool. You're alone.
I got boy. Is that the title? Boy in a whirlpool. Is that the dilemma? Because I'd probably say them if I could.
Okay, well, I'm assuming there are going to be some points out of it.
Some hard moral choices.
You're walking alone.
Alright.
Alone along the shoehorn one evening, and you hear a scream over your shoulder.
What's a shoehorn?
I think it's like you're walking around a whirlpool.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
Oh, help, help is the scream. You turn and you see a boy caught in a massive whirlpool.
Right.
It's quite obvious he cannot swim and would drown and die for sure without rescue. There are no life preserves, ropes, rafts, paddle boats, or any kind of equipment available to help the boy. The only way you can save him is if you jump in the water. You figure out that your swimming skills and the size of the whirlpool, you have a 50% chance you will rescue him and bring him back to shore. However, there is a 50% chance you will not save him and you will both drown. Would you take the 50% risk? Assuming for simplicity that there is no chance that exactly one will survive and the other will die if you attempt to rescue him.
So either we both survive or we both die.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
I think by putting the 50% margin on it, it really changes it for me.
No, for me, I still wouldn't do it.
I don't know.
No, I kind of understand.
I'm not a competent swimmer, so I would immediately...
I can't swim at all, so I was thinking all the way through that. No.
I would immediately try and find something else to, what to do.
Mind you, if you can dive into a whirlpool and there's still a 50 chance you'll survive and save someone else, you're a pretty shit hot swimmer to begin with, aren't you?
Yeah.
But no chance, no way, no how. I mean, I don't even like the water anyway, so sorry, kid, but, what are the kid's chances if I don't jump in? Is he definitely going to die?
Let's say yes, yeah,
Okay.
He's definitely going to die.
Alright, well then, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Send a ham to the widow, but I'm out.
Widow, it's a boy, small boy.
Okay.
Mother.
There you go.
Okay, that one was quite dark.
It was a bit dark,
let's
but
hope that they pick up.
I hope it hasn't painted me in a negative light.
You've escaped from prison.
Alright, okay.
A sentence you had to serve as a result of stealing a loaf of bread
What? Where are we?
to feed your family. After you've escaped, a bishop supports you and you become rich and ultimately mayor. You come to care for a young orphan girl, where you are her only hope for a better life, and you have many other people in your village who depend on you. However, the police arrest an innocent man they mistook to be you. Would you turn yourself in, saving the innocent man, but having to go back to prison yourself, leaving the child and many citizens without a better life, or B, say nothing and look after the little girl in the village?
Alright, so let me paraphrase that. I escaped from prison because I stole a loaf of bread.
Apparently, this is Les Miserables plotline.
Is it?
Apparently.
Oh,
What would you do? You are Hugh Jackman.
Oh, alright. You could have just said, you are Hugh Jackman, what will you do?
Yes.
So basically, the police are after me because I escaped from prison. I'm looking after a girl. If they arrest somebody else who looks like me, why would I go back to prison?
I don't know.
Why would I? I mean, I don't know what happens in the film. They kind of, the new version of Les Mis. We watched it and it was just too much of a musical for me.
Mm.
I mean, I like musicals, but not where you sing every damn thing that happens. But no, there's no incentive to go back to prison. Why? Why would I do that?
I don't know. To not let the innocent man...
Who cares about it? I don't know the innocent man. I'm raising a pretty much a daughter.
Hmm.
I'm going to say, oh, sorry, kids, I got to go to prison because Joe McStranger over there is having a bad day.
These are quite dark. I'm going to bail on these. And there's one more about a cheating wife that I'm just reading.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's read it.
Alright, let's
you
go
suspect
for it.
your wife is committing adultery.
Okay.
She's been acting unusually for the past few weeks,
Right.
dressing up fancy, not
Okay.
coming home until the late hours after her working hours have normally ended. She's a nurse, so your wife's working hours don't end.
Right, okay.
But
Wait.
anyway,
In real life or in the stories?
in real life.
Oh, I thought it was pertinent.
No.
Okay, right. So my fake wife is dressing
Yeah,
up like a
let's-
tart
okay.
and coming home stinking of brute.
You ask her what is going on, to which she responds, sort of startled, nothing much, everything's fine. You finally gather the nerve to ask her if there is anyone she's doing stuff with, and she explains, what are you implying? How dare you make that suggestion? Today, she has slept in and has had to leave work in a hurry. Shortly after her departure, you notice she has left her computer on and logged into her password, which only she knows. A thought occurs to you that you could examine the content of her email correspondence to find out what she has been up to, or whether or not it is indeed, or whether she has not or has been having the affair. This, of course, would be highly unethical, but you feel this could be the only chance to find out, as she wouldn't have known you looked at being away at work. What do you do?
That's a bit more of a tricky one, that one.
That one.
So I stay a bit quiet, because that one, it's not so clear cut. It's not
And
like
it's not dark either.
I'm...
That
Yeah,
one. a
it's
bit
not like
more,
I'm killing a child in a whirlpool, or,
Yes.
sentencing an innocent man to death. Oh, I don't know.
You weren't sentencing him to death. He was just going to spend the life in prison, I think.
A French prison?
Oh.
That's death.
Okay. Sorry, that's that market gone.
What, French prisoners?
Yes. Anyway.
I don't. Alright, okay. Oh, it's tricky, that one. Alright, let me tell you my thought process on that one. If, let's say theoretically, I hope she can't hear me discussing this because she'll be freaking out.
Yeah, we're going to put it on the web after we've talked privately in this room together. She'll never know.
Point well made.
Sorry.
Okay, my theoretical, just non-existent wife.
Yeah.
Right, okay. If I thought that she was having an affair, I would not look, because it's only going to go one of two ways, right? It'll either fizzle out by itself, or she'll decide that she wants to be with that chap. If it's a former,
we're assuming she's having the affair.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's having the affair here. Okay. So I'd say, obviously I'm suspicious that she is.
Sure.
Because that's why, I'm kind of oh, she's dressing up like a skank and coming back smelling of man's balls and things like that.
Nice. I smell another man's balls in this room anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's my perfume.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I just an image of putting on the ball perfume where you sort of have to slap. Just a bit of
slap yourself around.
Bit of men's balls on there. And then a bit of men's balls on it.
Stop slapping yourself.
Anyway.
Alright, yeah, I wouldn't check. Reason being because it's either going to go one of... If she is having an affair, it'll either fizzle out or she'll want to be with this chap. And if she wants to be with this chap, it was never meant to be in the first place. And I'd probably come in love with you. Not, move in with you as a civil partner, but you'd help me through the recovery.
We're assuming we're having an affair outside of your wife's adultery.
It's a convoluted web of lies. And if she's not having an affair, then I wouldn't feel good. And actually, no, even if you check, the evidence may not be on there, because any clever person would probably delete those emails and make sure they covered their tracks. So what's the point?
I feel I'm a very jealous man, I've discovered. And not in I'm not jealous of things, but I do sometimes get a bit jealous with my partner.
When you say jealous of things, do you mean inanimate objects?
I don't get jealous of he has a nice car, so I'm envious of him.
Right. Okay,
I get jealous of the kind of the relationship jealous, if that makes sense. But I feel it's fine to be jealous. The only thing I have though is trust.
Jealous is the wrong word, isn't it? It's kind of you're not jealous. You're protective, which is good because a guy has to care. Yeah. If he's you have to care about this because if you don't care, then
what am I doing?
What's the point? You don't care at all.
But my behaviour says it all. Do you know what I mean? If I feel jealous and then I behave like a dick, I'm in the wrong. Whereas if I feel jealous but that's okay. Like you say, it's fine. Of course I'm jealous over somebody I like, and hopefully I trust that person enough that it doesn't matter if I'm jealous.
Okay, this is alright.
Why? What were you looking at me? Does that not make sense?
No, it does make sense. I'm just intrigued where you're going with it.
Oh, well, I'm just answering the question. So I would not check because
not check.
I feel I would lose the trust.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, more important.
Yeah.
Than whether I'm jealous or not.
Besides, if you really want to find out, check a phone.
Again, trust would. I feel guilty if she's texting and I read the text while she's texting.
It's privacy, isn't it? There's something you don't go through, I'll never go through Jess's handbag.
Yeah.
Just because it's just something that guys don't do, and it's just certain things that you don't need to do because it's just not necessary. And if it is necessary, then there's a problem. So I think in that completely theoretical, made up, no relation at all to either of our real lives.
Yeah. I don't check.
We wouldn't check.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. We
would let a small boy die and a man go to prison for a crime he didn't commit. But we're good people because we wouldn't check text.
If my imaginary wife is having an affair, go for it.
Yeah.
I'll just pass the time by walking past whirlpools and doing squat.
Great.
So that kind of, I don't know, does that make us sound like better people?
I don't know. I feel we started well and we went down a tricky path.
I feel like I bared my soul really, and it's kind of I know where I stand now on false imprisonment and drowning.
I suppose those ones are so big it's quite hard to judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the nitty gritty that you've been through and everything else.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you're at work and there's one donut left and you know that this person hasn't had a donut yet and you've already had 4. And
Okay, what would I do? Great, this is brilliant. So tell me that story and I'll tell you what
alright, so you're at work.
Right.
Okay, somebody brought in donuts because their child had a birthday and something amazing happened, I don't know, donut reasons. And they brought in 24 of them and there's only 1 left and you've already had 5 or 6 because, you fucking love donuts. And you know that one of your co-workers hasn't had a donut yet because they've been really busy. And it's do you take the last donut because you love donuts and they're Krispy Kremes and they're just full of chocolate and all the good stuff inside? Or, and your co-worker's a little bit of an ass, not so much.
Oh, okay. Because that changes it for me.
Well, alright.
Because when you said they were working hard, I was like, I don't take the donut. If they've been working hard so they haven't had a donut.
They're a little bit of an ass, they wouldn't hold the door open for you.
They wouldn't hold a door open for me. I don't know.
Alright, they'd hold a door open for you, but not all the way. So you kind of walk into the edge of it and break your nose. So it's kind of chivalrous, but I tell you
what, if this person had broken my nose,
alright, okay.
I would say, no. I would say, I'm saving that donut because I'm a better person than you.
Alright, forget breaking the nose. They kind of hold the door open.
Yeah.
But you say thank you and they don't say anything.
I think I'd leave the donut. If I've had 3...
You've had 5. But you love donuts. You haven't eaten for weeks. Well, maybe not weeks now. Alright, you haven't had breakfast that morning. You've had a lot of coffee. Your stomach's a bit growly.
I'd leave the donut.
Alright, okay. So you'd let this other co-worker have a donut.
Yeah.
Alright. Even though you're really hungry. And it's Krispy Kreme donut, and those things aren't cheap.
For a minute, I was thinking, which job am I at?
Okay, let's say you work in... Alright, you're the air ambulance.
I'd leave the donut.
Alright, okay. You work for an accountant's.
Probably eat the donut.
I'd love to know the division of your mind there, but...
Well, no, I was thinking more of the jobs I've had. If I was at the forefront, I wouldn't eat the donut.
Alright, okay, I'm just making this up off the top of my head. You won the lottery.
Okay, yep.
But not a lot, you've won 100 grand.
Okay.
You buy an Aston Martin.
Okay.
That is about 100 grand.
Yeah.
Love of your life, you absolutely love it, it's clean inside out, polished. The rims... Everything has rims on this car.
There.
Yeah, and it's got spinner, and you just love it.
Nice.
Pride and joy. And you go into a supermarket, there's a little kid there, and this little kid's the cutest little kid ever with his parents, and he sees your car, his mouth falls open, kind of tears filling up in his eyes. This kid thinks it's the best thing ever, and he's this cutest kid in the world. And he wants to come and just sit in your car.
Okay.
Right. And he's absolutely gorgeous. The parents are really lovely. It's I'm really sorry. He's got diabetes and his sister's run away. This would be mean a lot to him. But this kid's fingers are the grubbiest things you've ever seen.
I'd let him in the car.
You'd let him in the car.
Yeah,
Pride and joy.
I would.
They're grubby with cow shit.
I would probably. I carry. Can you pass me my jacket? Can you pass me my jacket?
Okay. Yeah. Right. So
I would sit him in the car because not only would that make me feel so fucking cool, I would just feel,
this kid has pissed his pants as well.
Okay.
And you have very expensive
The point about the
leather
sticky
seats.
fingers, I was about to prove that I'm quite neurotic with cleaning up.
Okay, you carry
Yes.
napkins with you.
If I see napkins and I know I already have napkins on me, I will take more napkins.
Okay, this kid's pissed his
got-
pants. While
I've
you
got
are
napkins
speaking to
here.
him, he is literally pissing as you talk, and it is dribbling out his leg.
And
It's a weird colour.
I've also got a.
You've got a KFC wet wipe.
Yeah.
So you've won the lottery, but you've still got KFC napkins and wet wipes.
Well, yeah, of course, because I bought an Aston Martin. I don't want it to get grubby.
Yeah, but they're white leather seats. This
Right.
kid's pants are just covered.
If his pants, no grubby fingers. I wipe his fingers and I let him sit in my car. Grubby fingers, I let him sit in my car.
Okay, well, he's his pants.
He's not getting in my car. If he's...
But how would you say that to his parents? This little kid's got, a leg missing, and his friends in Vietnam.
I would say, look, I would say he's pissed his pants. He can't,
But it's not his fault. He's got problems.
He's pissed his pants.
But it would mean so much to him. I'm the mother, by the way.
Thank you. I thought you were
Yeah.
Arnold pregnant. No, he'd be pissed his pants. I feel that's if he's peed or
But
pooped.
he's your son.
My son would piss his pants probably. No, I feel the pee is too far. If he has sticky hands,
Oh,
I'd say
right,
that.
okay.
Because that kid would think I was the best thing ever, and that is a comfortable price for me to pay just to clean off some grubby fingerprints.
But this kid, you'd make his day. He may grow up to be a famous race car driver.
Exactly.
And say, I remember that guy.
would-
But he's pissed his pants, so no chance.
If he's peeing his pants, no, because
Alright.
pee is different.
So we've drawn a line on peeing the pants.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right, let's think of another one then. So
Okay.
I'll give you the third one. I'm trying to think of it. Okay. Right. So you've come around my house.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm going with this. Just make it up as I go along. All right. Basically, yeah. So we come around my house. You haven't eaten all day.
Okay.
Right. And you want something to eat in the day. You're really hungry, and I'm like, "Hey Dom, we had quite a lot to eat today, so we're not going to get anything. Not going to get anything to eat unless you want to buy some yourself," which is a real shitty thing for me to do. And you can kind of like say, I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought with this one. Basically, I'm being an asshole. What do you do?
Oh, I invite you to start a podcast with
Yeah,
me.
there we go. That's solved that one.
And then bring it up.
I don't know. The thing is, we don't. I'm trying to think of something that would be a moral choice to you, but it's kind of I can't think of it because everything's just so clear. You know, it's not like we ever kind of fluff about things. Like just kind of like right, we'll do that or we'll do that, unless it's checking emails on a laptop.
Oh yeah, I leave my emails checked in. On your laptop.
Yeah, I always check your emails when you leave it in. When you come around my house and log in, and it's like Google was like, "Oh, do you want to sign in as Lepreste?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, let's see what's going on." So,
But hang on,
emailing.
If Google is saying, "Do you want to sign in?" that implies you know my password and you are signing in.
No.
Whereas if I leave emails up.
No, it remembers. I click on Gmail and all of a sudden it's like,
yeah.
Wait a second, I haven't emailed all these people, and what?
Nothing. I had a missed call. It's fine.
Oh, you're so popular, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know, moral.
You know from my emails.
I know. Yeah, I'll just check your emails to see. I'll just hack the records.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I am a little bit immoral about that.
No, because if I leave it logged in. But my favourite one was when I got an email from myself saying, "Don't leave your emails logged into Jess's computer."
Good.
I thought it might be Jess, and I felt a bit bad. Whereas
Did you?
when I thought it was you, I didn't feel as bad.
Not a single one given, was there?
No, when it was Jess, though, I felt that was a little. I don't know, meh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't regret doing it, and I'd do it again. Any corner, I'd just trample over you in your privacy. So, not a problem.
So what does the rest of the year hold for you? Just quickly to wrap up.
What's the rest of the what?
What's the rest of the year hold for you?
I don't really know. I haven't really thought back past lunchtime, to be honest. And I would know if it's lunchtime now, but you took the clock down because it was too noisy.
Just ticking.
The rest of the year, 2014, I don't know. Carry on going to work, earning some money, pay some credit card bills. Watch my little boy grow up. I don't know. 2014 is one of those years I haven't got major plans. I mean, last year was a big year.
You
Have
had a baby.
move, have a baby, do this, do that.
Whereas you've just started this one, it's a bit.
Yeah, like last year I got my new job, and it's like we were talking about 2014. Me and my wife, and we're like, we just want to kind of take it easy, settle into the new. Yeah, I mentioned we're recording from a new place.
Yeah, we have a man cave.
We do. We have an absolute. Well, it's my man cave actually. I've invited Dom into in my new project. So we won't be recording from Bath anymore. Bath is history.
Sorry, well, maybe on a.
Well, maybe on a day
for
trip
nostalgia.
or something. Yeah.
Just ding ding ding.
But
Hi.
I'm back in the Bristol region, which is excellent. Loving it.
You are the same. If I were to cycle, you are 4 miles less
Brilliant.
from my house.
I thought you were looking a little more tubby, so yeah, that's why.
It's all that food I've been having to buy for myself. Cool.
So yeah, that's kind of 2014. No big plans. What about yourself? I know you've got things in the pipeline.
Yeah, I suppose it's the same thing in that kind of playing it by ear. So wanting to keep working more, doing more stuff.
Yeah.
So I've got other projects coming up.
You're actually producing and starring your own production.
Yep.
On stage. Don't be modest.
Well,
you link to it on the No Laughing Matter. It's like every other link to it.
Which is why I feel like I should be modest here.
So there are literally links, not in the description, but they're out there.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. So you got that going on. I mean, that's a pretty major thing. And tickets bought. First time ever going to see something you've done.
Nice. Yeah.
I feel after what 5 years.
Well, it's odd because we started doing this because it was a break from me doing the other show that I was doing in Bristol. And now it's come full circle because we're doing it again. nearly a year later, I'll be doing the show on our sort of yearly anniversary. So that's quite cool.
Excellent. So what about what's No Laughing Matter going to be doing in 2014?
I think a few more videos. I feel.
Yeah, I'm feeling like videos. Get a bit more of a professional setup.
a few things.
Yeah, make it look good. You know,
I tell you what, a big thing: the pause faces.
Pause faces.
We've now got a forum where you can go and you put up loads of topics you want. You can do anything you want. You want to put up a topic, you want to message us on the forum or anything like that. We're available. We're going to both have a profile.
Are we?
Today. Yep.
Oh, excellent.
And so one of us will get back.
I feel like I've only been accepted.
So yeah, feel free. If it doesn't get used, that's fine. But it's a blank canvas for us and you. So we'll be throwing lots of different stuff out there.
Excellent.
And if you want to pick the topic for the next podcast, then put it in a bottle, throw it out into...
Set it on fire and throw it down the middle of your street.
Yeah, set it on fire, throw it down the middle of the street, and then email us the Google Earth coordinates. That's not mine, I stole that. But I think it was somebody else who was like, if you want to pick the topic for next week's show, spell it out with boulders and then email me the Google Earth coordinates.
I like it. Yeah, that sounds good. And,
but yeah. But if you leave it on the forum, we'll get back to it at some point in the next 12 months.
We get some guest speakers on the podcast.
Maybe? Oh yeah, maybe they don't know that yet.
Do they not?
No.
Well, I don't know who they are. So
stay tuned for some special guest speakers.
Cool guests.
I tell you what, surprisingly cool guests.
Okay.
Surprisingly cool guests. We're going after some big names.
Is it that guy from Massive Attack?
No, sorry. I'm sorry, which is why I don't want to give any names.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, hopefully we'll get some guested soon. I've got some other friends I was going to speak to, and things like that.
I like it.
In the meantime, get on the forum. It's on the main site, which is
aimlowpro.com.
Great.
Excellent,
and
thank you.
Look us up on Twitter, which is at
aimlowpro.
And look us up on Facebook, which is
www.facebook.com/aimlowpro.
Productions.
Yes. Nailed it.
Facebook.
We should stick that on the wall so I don't forget.
We should.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. Speak to you soon.